suspected to be proceeds of crime. In a statement yesterday, the Drug Enforcement Commission said Mrs. Lungu was arrested on suspicion of fraudulently acquiring luxurious real estate in the capital, Lusaka. It said Mrs. Lungu owned 15 wide double-story flats situated in State Lodge area of Lusaka's Chongwe town, which were suspected to be proceeds of crime. Former President Edgar Lungu said the family would challenge the charges in court. It was not immediately clear if and when they will appear in court. And that concludes this news bulletin.
It's exactly 2 minutes past 11 o'clock right here on Power FM Zimbabwe. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it's time for us to get into it. Play Job Fraser right here. Good morning to you. It's 7 minutes past 11 o'clock on Power FM Zimbabwe. And as you know, we always get to play this one right after the news. Thank you so much to the news team for giving us the news. They're back again at the top of our signature tune right here on Power. Why not? It's exactly 10 minutes past 11 o'clock. Coming up in a short while, we've got From a Men's Perspective. And remember, we'll be live on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe, so you can actually get to see it happening live on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe. It's exactly 10 minutes past 11. I'm going to be back right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere, okay?
Can't we just keep this old school?
You know, back in the day.
Let's go back to the old school.
Old school!
Time for a throwback.
That one, that's throwback.
Applications are invited from suitably qualified and experienced candidates to fill in the position of technical operator that has arisen in the engineering department, Bari Studios and Montrose Studios. Reporting to the chief engineer, the incumbent will be responsible for the following, among others: manning the studio and ensure high-quality audio recordings, neat arrangement of cables to ensure safety, recording and editing using Adobe Audition, multi-track recording, mixing and mastering, editing audio files, radio jingles production and editing, and carrying out any other duties that management may assign from time to time. The ideal candidate should have the following qualifications and attributes: a minimum of diploma in electronics, computer science, information technology, telecommunications, physics or equivalent, a degree in the fields of electronics, computer science, information technology, telecommunications, physics or equivalent, and at least 2 years experience. Interested and qualified persons should submit their applications with comprehensive CVs, certified copies of academic and professional qualifications by no later than 2 June 2024 to the Director, Human Resources, Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, PO Box HG 444 Highlands, Harare, or email the application to technicaloperations@zbc.co.zw.
I'm out in the place, to set a pace. Babarare,
babarare msadaro, iwerita, dichange ndinewe. Kauna famba, kauna rara, kauna karaka, dichange ndinewe.
Jauno bata, jauno yita, kauna yenda, dichange ndinewe.
Hai warita, dukuda kushikanda kita, kana shekutanda neta. Iyo, iyo, iyo.
Paucharara, pauchachonya, ndiri kukuna. Dinewe.
Udiwarita, bata ruoko rwangu, tiende, tangeneni, fambeneni, bata ruoko rwangu, tiende.
Shanda kuda okudai.
My God.
Baba harare, indi andirare, ende andinyare.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
play with my mind, for you I'll sacrifice.
tiraita grini rita msikana ndikakushaya kwangu tinokwidza ndinopika namai rita msikana ndiwe waita kuti ini ndiite msikanzwa rita msikana kuenda nemwoyo wangu wese zvokwadi uri mbavha rita msikana onaiwo kamwana kanoshaina pfuma kakalaina tenga chakaaina onaiwo kamwana kanoshaina pfuma kakalaina tenga chakaaina onaiwo pumwana upo kamwana kanoshaina tenga chakalaina chakaaina onaiwo kamwana onaiwo kamwana onaiwo kamwana nyasha timbe
So many imitations. Only one original.
Power FM Zimbabwe. Hits
The radio station with more music. Power.
It's exactly 17 minutes past 11 o'clock right here on Power FM Zimbabwe. Good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? Welcome to From a Men's Perspective in the final hour of The Connection right here on a Friday. My name is Rachel, Miss Rach, the radio diva. And joining me is my co-host, Sir Bruta, who is coming through. Say, Bruta, Mamuka say?
Mamuka say.
Oh, Tamuka say.
Zuru chobida. Nice. Famba say. Saya jekere.
Don't my lyrics say it so
My lyrics say so. Atishira kuti tima fans edu ana tav ana baba D chichichi. Satida utongonzwa kuti koma comrades zakamira sei.
Oh.
Zviri kuita ere.
Mati zviri kuita sei?
Zviri kuchobida ere.
What does that mean?
It means kuti zviri boy ere. Zviri kufamba ere.
What does it sound like? What does it sound like? Is it like a nice, like a love language type of language? Like a kiss sort of.
No, I guess it's because I'm the one who's saying it.
Listen, from a men's perspective it is, and today me and Sir Bruce are going to be talking about something interesting. Remember, it's about the men at the end of the day. We want you to come through with your contributions. We want to hear from you. It's your program. So you can give us a call on 498-652, prefix that with 0242, or you can come through on our WhatsApp platform number 0712-831-172, or you can come through with your comments. We are live on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe. We are live as we speak. So we'll be reading your comments and we'll also give you a welcome in just a short while. Today we are talking about Roora or Lobola. And, we're asking, is it now a money-making scheme, right? And how is it affecting young men today? Is there any pressure that you're experiencing from, Roora and Lobola and things like that? I'm not going to say too much about it because, I'm a woman. But the men are here to talk about it, all right? So I want to give a shout-out to a couple of people coming through on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe. A big shout-out to DJ Navaya Navaldo. How are you doing? Thanks so much for coming to there. Simbarashe. Marcella, how you doing today? Munyara Zmieza from Avondale. Tangle T, how you doing? Butho Samuel, how you doing as well? Thank you so much for coming through there. Pauline Marasha, good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming through there on our WhatsApp platform number. This is actually our Facebook. We are live on our Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so these are people on our Facebook page, okay? Just send your comments in the comment section and I'll give you a shout out, as well as if you want to come through on our WhatsApp platform number 0712-831-172. Give us a call on 0242-498-652 and prefix that with 0242 basically. So Sir Bruta, let's get into it without wasting much time.
Oh yeah, Miss Rach. Hey, this one is a tricky one, huh?
Why?
Roora dzinenge dziri kunetsa,
kuti kudaro
zvisingatoite. So just quite recently, I don't know if it was an actual Roora list that I came across, huh?
Okay. Or like as in if it was authentic?
Yeah, if it was authentic, because someone can just write something and say at least because I don't go konzeresa paji. But if it's true, then yeah, pananya. Because Rusambo, I think Rusambo rangarakanzi 18,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Then Sutia Babanga 4,500. Yamai, I think it's 3,600. So now you start to think, isutipi irugunzi. Wanahotola maguchi wa kumana pa marorera umana. Zurufamba say. Zurufamba say, yeah?
Gucci amukutaura ndeipi baba?
3,500 suit shawa. 4,500. You know? It's ingeri suit erudzi yata kudaba. So chiri zvemaroro ere, or we are simply trying to say kuti zvinhu zvatakatadza kuzviitira pachedu mukwasha ndiye akufana kuuya otiitira zvinhu izvozvo. Because clearly, I think if you have been a person who has been, comfortable neupenyu hwako wega, you then don't take maroro ubva watoita kunge ndopakuperera nhamo dzako dzese, But you find sometimes it feels like ndozviri kuitika.
Mukwasha, there's that saying. Who wants to help me out with this saying? Mukwasha
mukoko apere kumorwa.
Apere kudyiwa.
Yeah, but what it essentially says, Rachel, that statement, what it actually means is that amfana kubva mangoita mada kuroverera mukwasha kawani, because either way ane mamwe maroads achatozouya kumberi aacharamba achingoita, so you don't have to then say kuti parora maakutoda kutobva macharges. Ndo zvinotoreva statement iyoyo kuti mukwasha mukoko haapere kumorwa, because you can imagine pakanzi tezvara vazoshayika mukwasha, even some funeral companies actually run with that, to say kuti ijana remukwasha kuviga atezvara wake or kuiga ambuya wake. They've actually come up with packages around that. So you realize kuti saka munonge muchida kuti muchajirei, because what really happens is kuna makwasha anototi after Roora avadzokere kana kwana tezvara ngaitoti inini yandakatambwa yandidzokere mari yavo vakatotora yakakwana. But it strains relationships. But zviri kubva pakuti perhaps semadzitezvara or perhaps ana ambuya turikuita pamwe paturikuita greedy.
Okay.
Yeah, personally, I believe kuti Roora, I'm not against the whole idea of Roora. We are Africans, it's part of our culture. But even, if we go back into time, the whole idea of Roora, no, I think the core concept behind Roora ndiye kuumba ukama. But I think with what we are doing now, mamwe charges atakupanana, tukutoputsa ukama wacho.
I think you were telling me about a story of a young man who actually stole.
Oh yeah, there is that.
Yeah, who stole a whole cow.
He stole a whole cow. You can imagine, huh?
Because he wanted.
Bebenenge chichamariyo kana usina kuita se. Usiri kuda ndorora yo ininda akutobaya. Simpana uchidiki obva watoti baby chi rega ndiite action order. Action yacho nobva waenda unotora mombe yababa ningi. But what then happens, stock theft ka tukutora zvikana 9 years mujewana. Saka iwo pa uchabatwa kunzi waba mombe yo. Uyu munhu uchamona akakumirira here after 9 years. Aruzvona. Saka dzimwe dzepressure dziri kutosangana nevanhu zvese dziri genuine mukati umo. Dzekuti nenyaya dzeRoora idzodzo, because ngoda ngotry yangoita sei? Ngoti ndaita or something. I know hangu because I'm an African man, I understand. Dzimwe dzenguva augare nemwana wevanhu usina
kubvisa something.
It's okay kuti dzimwe dzenguva dziri zvakasunga, but eventually you need to have that at the back of your mind to say ndichafanira kuzoenda kwana tezvara tonozivana zvakafanira.
I would like to ask, maybe the gents can actually come through and give us, their contributions on this one. How much they think would be a reasonable amount to pay for Roora?
Yeah.
Like in this day and age, in 2024. I'm talking about the total. This is inclusive of panelist, total yacho. How much do you
actually don't ask me
think?
that question because so I'll wait to hear from the audience.
From everyone else. How much do you think is a reasonable amount for Roora or for Lobola kuti amkwasha akauya akabato amount ike tinototi atombo mira, you know what I'm saying. How much would be reasonable? You can get to come through and let us know either by giving us a call or just send us a message on our WhatsApp platform number, and we'd want to hear from you. And that being said, looking at the amounts that are being charged nowadays, I'm not too sure how much is being charged, but I've often heard amounts amounting to 10,000. Some actually go from 7,000 to 15 to 20. I've actually heard of 25.
Yeah.
I've heard of 25, and I think that's quite a lot of money to charge. You saying this is a reasonable amount. Let us know what you think. Let's find out who's there. Give us a call. Good morning. You're live on Power FM. David, really say Babadi.
Babadi, Kwagadi.
Eh? Wanavakwasha ne mosha ye. Get Babadi? All right, we lost him, but we definitely want to hear your contribution.
Flex, eh?
No, I will take his point because his point is valid.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce, and we're hypothetically speaking here.
Yeah.
And you come with a GD6, una Range Rover, una C300 Toyota Chinyo and I mean, what are you expecting?
But kuleza one phantom kana ghost but hamzukurega tungoperekedza takufira kuti kuleza
that means kumba kwenyu une mari
aiwa inini hanzina mari kumba kwedu iri kuba ndeye kumba kwedu
saka udza sikuru wako wakupe mari yekurora
zozobuda.
Okay, we're getting some of the contributions that are coming through right here. Rachel, I think Marcelo here is saying that 3,000 to 5,000 is actually a very reasonable amount. I think between 1,200, that's what I actually think. Thank you so much for coming through there. This one here says 500 USD and we are done.
But 500
maybe 300, right?
Yeah. You can get something for 250. I mean, because
what I just got two mombe tongot. 498-652. That is the calling line. You can prefix that with 0242. Come through also on our WhatsApp platform number 0712-831-172. We're talking about what is the reasonable amount that you think can be charged. We want to know your thoughts on that one because, Bruce is saying that young men are actually getting to experience a lot of pressure in terms of looking for that money. All right, so Bruce, let's just talk about, Kuchaga Maria as well. Yeah. We still have some comments that are coming through right here on our Facebook page. Remember, we're also live on our Facebook page. I will be reading those in a short while. Let's just try and take this call. You're live on Power FM. Good morning. Hello. All right, we lost that one. Do try and call us again. 498-652. Prefix that with 0242, okay? You can get to come through there, or you can come through also on our WhatsApp platform number, or even on our Facebook page as we are taking the comments. My Ariana, how are you doing today? Thanks so much for coming through there. Don, how are you doing from Mount Pleasant Heights? Good to know that you're with me. Innocent Kativo, how are you doing as well? Good morning. You're live on Power FM.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And yourself?
I'm very good.
Oh no, we lost that one. Do try and call us again and let us know. So Pauline Marasha here says that yes, Roora or Lobola is all about bringing the families together. It's not supposed to be a money-making scheme. Rather, it should symbolize love, respect for both families. Tangled here says that I think Kaito. What 25,000 ere cannot what 2,500. I think that was a typo error. I think you're trying to say 2,500. Anzinenge nani pazvese parura racho. I think 2,500 itori nani. Zvekuti ndine mari kana kuti handina vabereki ngavatarisire kuti zvavauya nazvo zvandauya nazvo hazvinei navo. Whether it's none of their business. Thank you so much for that contribution. Good morning, you're live on Power.
Hi, Rachel.
Morning, how are you?
I'm very well.
Fine, thanks. If you can go ahead with your contribution.
All right. I just wanted to say, Lobola is a token of appreciation, right?
Yes, it is.
Right. So, I value,
Okay.
I think appreciation is not clear enough for us. Pane Zimbabwe unogona kutongomira appreciation $500, where in other families $500 might not be enough.
Okay.
And kune vamwe vakuwasha $500 might not be enough.
Okay.
So I think it's a question of the two people involved and the two families involved. And the appreciation should be appreciated a level where we accept that so that it will be families taking out. So I will put it on a range which is anything from 500 to 10,000, depending on the person that you are dealing with. So
as pana wanooneka kuti havasikuisa effort.
Iwo Kwasha vari kuzoappreciate wewe Kwasha.
Lobola, you can't like charge what you want or you charge $400 and you expect that to be enough. I think that would be disrespectful when that is that.
Okay. But do you think men are actually facing pressure when it comes to ndakuda kunorora in terms of kuunganidza mari?
But at the same time, you not just say to Maria Kuneta, then you would have to never know one would not show appreciation. That's why I was saying, as much as it is difficult, what is your sacrifice when appreciating one?
Okay.
So, you come in with 1,000, turn out why our effort, and then we expect you to come back here.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Definitely appreciate it. Great. 498-652. That is the calling line. The prefix that was 0242. Come through on our WhatsApp platform number as well. You can send us a message and we'll get to read it out, as well as our Facebook page. We are live there on our Facebook page. Jade and Oscar says that zvinhu zvakaoma anti kurora inzira yekutsvaga ukama nekufambidzana chiripo ndechekuti unofanirwa kuendesa something according nekuwana kwako, asi pane zvimwe zvisingade kusara nyangwe zviomese rora yamai haidi kutosara inofanira kuwanikwa itoripo. So things like that have to be zvinofanira kukosheswa anti. Ashbel here says that I think about 4.5k at least inenge iri nani pakurora ipapo. Anti vabereka atifanire kuomeserana vana vedu anti boss tuda kuvaka ukama, which is the most important thing. Luke Ugaro, thank you so much for coming through there as well on our Facebook page. That is at Power FM Zimbabwe. I'm going to get into an interesting question just now. But let me just read some of the messages on our WhatsApp platform number. Roora chero yauya chikuru. And munhu anotoziva kuti culture. That's the most important thing. And wakutora mwana wevanu. That's come there from Maitrish. Thank you so much for coming to there. And nowadays money haisi kutendera zvekudaro. Ini ndiri process yekuda kunorora. But guys, ndasvika pa 1,000 and atorima 1 because anti kuti ndisvike pa 1,000 anga atorima 1 nditori $500 pandiri izvezvi. Guys, that's the money that I had. Ndoda kuti isvikewo pa 1,000 but ndikutadza kuenda nayo. A reasonable amount would be maybe between $1,000 and $2,000. That's come there from Justice, who's in Bikita. This one says $200 inofana kutokwana, guys. Good morning, you're live on Power FM. Hi, Madzoka. Eh. 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 Eh.
Vanogada to capitalize on izvozvo. But on the from another angle, Baba D, azvifana kutiratidzire kuti senge imimi neni Baba D toti ndiri mukoma kana tiwana sekuru wemuzukuru tofana kubva tatoziva kuti uyu muzukuru anogona kugarisana nevamwe zvakanaka. So instead yekumuponda neroho rakawanda toziva kuti pane zvinhu zvakawanda zvichange zvichidiwa mumhuri zvinotoda kuti mukwasha anga achibata jana rake iroro. Saka instead yekuti tichicapitalize neroho why are we being greedy? but kana iripo ichazoshanda zvimwe kwete kuti tibva tangoda kuti kawane but manje zviri kuzoitika ndekuti inogona kuuya yakawanda pamupesi haichauya because mukwacho anenge atoti uku kwandichadzokera uku sambuti vanhu vanofanira kuomera here papati unofanira kurisawo ka5 azvibude.
All right, Baba D. Thank you so much for coming through. Great. All right. Interesting contribution coming through there. Another one that we also have, which I was also going to, and this person funga my exact thoughts, right? Usually, kana mwana mskana chinororwa, this is the amount that we are charging, isn't it? That's what they usually say. And they say the reason why we're charging this is because mwana idagenda kuchikoro, takamenisa ku university, akadzidza pari baba. And akadzidza muri kumona, akadzidza. Right?
She's a doctor.
She's a lawyer. Plus, you know? So if you want my child, you have to be able to take care of them. And that's why I'm charging this amount. Because the doctor or the lawyer, or, they have a high profile job. You know what I'm saying? The director.
But
the manager.
Rachel.
If I can hold your thought on that, Sabrita. Right. Good morning. All right, you can go ahead.
Why doesn't hapana munhu anomboda kuconsider kuti but dzimwe dzenguva the circumstance yekuti murume anenge atori well up and what not, or perhaps even coming from a well up family, mwana wenyu musikana azitori nacho anacho. Why do you also not factor that kuti tinongoda kungokoshesa kuti mwana wedu musikana akadzidza ko mukomana wacho haana kudzidza akatobvawo kuna vabereki weput effort kuti waita se vaise mwana wako kuti asvike paakasvika, because you can say mwana wangu ndidoctor pamwe iye wacho atoriwo doctor and atove kana ne5 years achipractice uyu ndidoctor arotobva kuuniversity mwana wenyu musikana, and you're saying kuti you want to put value based on that. I think tiri kukanganisa because zvinhu zvatiri kutarisa nezvazvo hazvifaniri kunge zvitombo includewa paroora. Pakuroora isi tingotaura kuti sevabereki tapinzwa munyaya yevana vaviri vakadanana vakawirirana, takuita sei? Takufanira kuzivana ka isusu nana mukurungai toumbiridza ukama kuri kuti tauda kuchaja because mwana wedu takamuendesa kuchikoro takamisa iyo yanga iri kodzero yenyu kasi vabereki vaida kuendeserwa mwana nani kuchikoro.
498-652. Please do try and call again. 498-652. I'm taking your calls right now. All right. This message here says that from Peshima Dao says, "Very way, and I'm my second end." Okay.
The cuddle language, please.
As we're married 10 soldiers. So Lobola prices are zvizoenzani. Never seen a kumbubvira wamboenda.
As a disclaimer, we don't.
I didn't say
this. We don't want to throw shade on people.
That's what I'm saying.
People get into relationships, they fail.
Yes.
There's nothing bad with that.
Also, academically and skillfully, these are some of the things that you also have to consider. So, muno anobvisa achiona ne value yako na ne muno wa kuda kunorora. That is coming through there on our WhatsApp platform number. Good morning. You're live on Power FM.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
Fine, thanks. And yourself? Great. Yeah, you got to work hard for it.
Basically, that Lobola is a token of appreciation, right?
Yes.
But you know,
Gatsatore mazita. Gatsatore mazita, please. Gatsatore mazita.
Because when and the family were but you look at problem, you would have data accounting, would have no sugar lawyer, or you go to the for she's in love with you. But marriage is more than just love. When it was marriage is bigger than just love. So a marriage is both feminine, religion, iwe ukazoendera mwana wevanhu direct yet iwewe une olevel chete you are a bricklayer watana dzausingasvikiri
but chinoitika mudhara ndechekuti wapana mahustlers mudhara vari patoners vamwe vane bag mudhara vari kurema zvekudaro vanogona kuva vatorina kana grade 7 but vari kutorema zvekudaro havana kana chi
inzwa manje asina grade 7 but ane gwalangwa anenge adzisvikira dzaanenge ari kuda kuti anaye
zve zvakwana
vanokomplena ava ndo vari kuda kusvikira dzavasiri kuafota wangu vari kuchajwa ma50,000 vatoriko wiki pane akatorohwa 40 something thousand
katsara mazita
but hamunambomuona achisa pasocial media bos akatana dzaanosvikisa and akatana dziri mugrade rake zvaitika kudhara handiri families would marry among teachers but each family would know the background and the financial ability of the other family vanhu vainongochajana zvavanoziva zvinoenderana kana tese tichigara kunyagori mufrazi takakurira mufrazi kana vana vedu vakadhisaida kuroorana pana panichakuchaja land cruiser pamari yeLobola ndoziva kuti iwe hauna pana panichada kupfumira ipapo because ndoziva kuti tiri vanhu vane same income within the same income range mwana wako haana kutana dzaasvingasvikiri atana dzaanosvikira iwewe wakakurira mufrazi ukazoda kunoaprocha mwana wekubhuruku handiti wekuti 5,000 i-allowance yake yaidya ari A-level pachikoro handiti iwewe ndoyauti wareza kuti urore nekuti wakwara nekushaaoende 5,000 imari yedare kana sano anenge wabva ku-UK vatoriwo madirector 5,000 is the reasonable amount yavanzi watipedzera 2 hours tawaya kuita manegola Lobola negotiation tenga maglade feed shed anta 493 within their range is comfortable havasitombofunga kuti vakukwata but iwewe kwauri kubva mani
roona ngawakwara
the whole lot ndofunga uchicomplain saka the long and short of what I'm saying is vanhu ngavarore zvinoenderana neincome dzavo munhu tana dzaunosvikira ukatana dzaunosvikira haticomplaini give another example unomboziva mafees ezvikoro zvinoadvertisa fees vanhu vachicomplaina kuti pakati kuri kuita 30,000 fees vese anocomplaina waya hapana nemwana ariko mwana ariko kwari kutomwera zvikoro zvavo zvinobhobhira zvakavhara but vasikina ndo vanotanga kucomplaina.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Great. I just had to.
You had to?
I just had to.
What a happiness. What a happiness.
So it's a different side of the coin.
No, he's bringing a very valid point, I guess. But you see, the other thing, there are so many instances whereby tinotogara sana baba tobva charger mari dzedu dzatoda kuchaja tadaro then wakwasha ubva watoti warateka tinombodzokera tisase chinogadzirisa then they don't come back. You find kuti munogona kunge maramba 5,000 but mwana yeye musikana because anotoda munhu wakanogona kutozoenda mahara anongotizira those things zvinotoitika they happen kuti munenge mafrustrate wakwacha muchinono mari yamauya nayo yachasei you know what I mean and izvozvo zvekuti Roora haiperi munogona kuchangochaja yenyu yamachaja chichi motambira iripoyo and they can always come back but either way I think we always need to go back to nyaya dzekuti dziri reasonable because izvozvo of course zvaataura kuti kubrook unenge wadzonzi 5,000 inenge iri mari shoma you find kuti vanhu vakatodaro who have made their lives zinge hawana basa nezvo vanongobelieve ngoti aiwa Roora handidi kuita kunge mwana wangu is a commodity because we so like commodifying our young daughters by so doing so you find kuti vamwe vanhu of course he brought in nyaya iyoyo but you find kuti vamwe vanhu vanenge vakatozviitira zvinhu zvavo they don't want to be greedy havadi kupfuma neRoora because vakazvipfumira kudhara so they will just say kuti no ngatichaje mari dziri reasonable dzekuti mwana asazoende achinoshungurudzwa unza iwe ndakakubvisira 50,000 iwe ndakakubvisira 40,000 saka iwe uri munhu wangu uzofanira uzongondiudzira kana undiita yese so zvinozokonzeresa because we also want to look at the ripple effects of some of these things you find kuti mwana wachona wamuri kuchaja ari kuenda kumba kwevanhu what is the reception yachonowana ikoko like because munogona kunge mangochaja zvapera but ari unogarisana zvakanaka here nemurume wake ari unogarisana zvakanaka here because you find kuti dzimwe dzenguva vana kwaari kuenda vana amwene nanatezvara vatofoma like a perception about mwana yeye zvokuti zvichazozonomunetsa kuti kugara kwake kunenge kwakuita sei kwakunetsa because of the actions yedu ataita sevabereki.
This message here on a comment on our comment section on our Facebook page from Tendai Sagonda says, nowadays marriage is a fundraising scheme. Nokuta, I have someone I know who married 2 weeks ago. The girl's parents cancelled the wedding. Vachiti mari ayawakarore samwana wedu. Ishoma. The wedding then started kuma 1 after vazotera chichemo chomukwasha kuti achawedzera later on kana azowana mari. So you find that it's sort of a money making scheme. Thank you so much for coming through there with that contribution. This one here says, I think the charging should depend on the ability and capacity yemawaniro anoita mukomana wacho. Chakakosha kuvaka ukama. You can't charge munhu wamunotoziva background yake kuti mari That's Pauline from Blawayo, which brings me to my question.
Yeah.
Remember, in our culture, the parents will not see mukwasha. In fact, mukwasha katuwanikwa nema parents anotoripiswa. Auntie. So they have no idea of kuti mukwasha resources. Because the moment as a parent you know that my child's boyfriend, my daughter's boyfriend
is loaded
or anamari kana basara anita derechi auntie. I mean, I don't understand. So how then do parents say, let me charge my mukwasha who's coming into the family a reasonable amount according to how? Yes.
So it's a good thing, Rachel. That's not Rachel rim salad. Miranda kubatsere manje. So you see, yes, the parents might not see the boyfriend, but one is zisorao, which is why uchinzikana yo uchida kurorwa Rachel. Uno mboenda unoratidza mkomana wako kuna tete kana unoenda unomradza kuna sekuru. So vana tete ivavo nana sekuru. So which is why Baba D what he was saying kuti ikoko kanofarisa ndokumugwana kwamunozoponderwa ikoko because iwo ndiwo anozouya vakutaura kuti wanguka uyu munhu atori bo musatete kuchaja, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. Vana baba vanogona vasingazive mukwasha personally, but vane ziso ravo, which is why muchifana kuenda kwatete moenda kana kwasekuru. That's the process. Saka ivo ndo vanozomwendo vanasekuru ndo vanokwachizoconsultwa kana baba kuti saka muri kuti toita sei zvinoenderana. So ivo when you go kwanasekuru nanotita vanhu vakasununguka, dzimwe dzenguva they can actually, some families they can actually ask you mukwasha saka zvakamira sei, homu yedu yakamira sei, kuti tisazononyare uko tongoita sei kuti tikwanise kuzongogaidhawo vanatezvara wako kuti tipinde murange iyi. You get a sense? Yeah.
Let's find out who's there. Lost that one. Do try and give us a call again. 498-652. Prefix that was 0242. We're just having a very interesting discussion. I don't know kuti varumwa but anyway, let's hear. Good morning. You're live on Power. Dave, zviri sei? Aiwa bobo.
Baba kwakadei.
Vasina mari vacho ndo vari kuda kuto
ndo vari kukapitalize
vasina mari ndo vada kutotira kuroora sebusiness yakazonzwa nyika yai yakati yakuda tax nenyaya yekuroora.
Oh really?
Isusu vana razaro tisinoita izvozvo, vane mari ukaenda unoona kune vanhu vane mari havakudaro
vanenge vasina pressure nazo because vanoziva kuti the essence yeroora kuumba ukama
effort yaunenge wangoisa chero ukaisa 200 that day to help even kana ngatonzi kune nzara vanotocontributa.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming through there with that contribution. Definitely appreciate it. Great. 498-652 0242. That's the prefix there. And then 0712-831-172. We'll pick a couple of more contributions before we get to maybe coming to a balanced conclusion. Good Toita say, because like I said, there are two different sides of the coin that has been raised up. But ndiwo ndochaja yakawanda but kune mari havaite zvese izvozvo. Good morning, you're live on Power FM.
Okay, sorry, nabatira yangu nyaya yepamusoro.
Okay.
Pane tsumo inobzi yanzi Roora neyematombo. I don't think that thing inongomirira pageography.
Yeah.
But kuti pane there's a culture which is useful to understand. It would be foolish for me kuti there's a guy at town kuti ghetto. So you find out it's very hard for you to it's exposure. Yes, I know. Just buy something. Then I bought a watch, but you found the culture is very different from mine. Was to which is also with God. Maybe Grungo from Amusat that it was that we are Soro addition spending on a week waiting at 200. Yet so that difference I think in Roora, this is what people are trying to discover. Just as much as we are hurting you, but there is a focus from the village which goes beyond our understanding. Because this kid, as much as she's shown up, and we know that there's Roora, but there is a culture within a culture. Which my already exposed to these things. So now, it's not what you $500 is a lot of money to you when you find it. And this is true. But yes, 5,000 is just for money. Yes, you run around and you are putting yes, for interest. But quality is something Channel was
Sina pressure nazo. Yeah.
So you follow Bukamoro, the pressure won't be on your wife as a man.
Yeah.
But the pressure will be on you
as a man. Yeah. Because I don't want to overlook certain things.
How can you convince that in something you have a halfway wife?
Yeah.
So for the understanding was you end up saying if I simply buy a bread,
yeah,
I've done enough with the bread.
All right, yeah. Tinokeshita back on him.
Yeah. So in the with Roora,
yeah. Maybe I just want to ask you one question, Chief. I think what you're saying, you're saying a lot of things that actually make sense and perhaps that people should consider. But are we not also bringing an elitist angle to these things? So because what we have seen is unogona mukasha atombonzi ano mukasha akadhakwa chichichi vamwe votomboda kakuramba-ramba vamwe vozongopezwe dota kumana kana vana vachidanana siyai varoorane wotozoona kuti mafortunes evanhu vava anotochinja iye mukasha wachona mamuchoshora waya anotozotanga kutoita zvimwe zvinhu zvekutoti imimi futi munenge makutozviyemura zviriko futa. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I can't go there with somebody.
Yeah.
I once told the person, don't denounce my parents because they feel good to my now value more than much thing.
Yeah.
You get the point? Me as a parent, maybe I'm thinking, no, what and what guys, it's like work. I have a PhD, I cannot be compared to someone I really and certificate. It's normal. I can't be criticized because if I invested a lot of things in my daughter, I expect something. I just because no, do you understand what you're walking into? I just but you know that but no, it's not like that. So we end up criticizing a lot of people simply because they have been told the value to their daughters. The parent has to understand. Just before I open to the water, what am I getting into?
All right. Thank you very much, Baba.
Understand what are you walking to? You can't test that you put name.
yakadai so
but sometimes we entertain ourselves with my dreams, content. But I will miss, I will get away.
All right.
Ma levels anangangosiyana.
Compete with yours. Wona matongo aya. Uri kwapere.
Yeah.
I have a strong feeling for Roora.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Thank you.
Thanks, Ella.
You all as a man, when you're fighting to reach that man,
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to see every day.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, well, unfortunately, we've lost that one there. It's gone, all right. But thank you so much for your contribution. Definitely appreciate it. We're left with literally 4 minutes. I'm going to pick one more call, and we're going to make this quick. Good morning. You're live on Power FM. Mapotsa Masara, sure. Muri right here, Madzibaba.
Madzibaba. Madzidedi hinda Madzibaba.
Madzibaba. And I'm not badara mari. Madzibaba, thank you so much for coming through there. Great. So, Bruce, a lot of different contributions coming through. Unfortunately, I have to wrap this up and come to a conclusion. Different sides of the coin. And then other people are saying, no. According to that. As a man, from a man's perspective.
From a man's perspective.
Yes, from a man's perspective.
We should not bring like an elitist culture where we are saying kuti each to their own. Zvinonetsa because vadana na vanenge vachiziva vari vaviri, you know, the musikana anogona kunge achiziva kuti mupesi wangu haana chinhu izvezvi but potential yandinamona anayo yakakura, you know what I mean. So zvinozosvika pascenario yayo yekuti pamwe mazorambidza mwana uyu kuti aroorwe nemunhu uyu because of what you feel imimi pachenyu sevabereki. Mwana uyu then gets married to someone else, you know. But as life goes on, mukomana waya wamunenge marambidza zvinhu zvake zvotanga kutofaya zvekutodaro. So ifanira kuti mwana uyu kwaenda unogara kwakutanga futi kuita second thoughts yekuti but hey, uyu mupesi uyu ndiye wandaida. So uri kuona zvino ipapo ukatotarisa Rachel zvakutotikonzerera maproblems kuti musikana anogona kutanga kuita ma-second thoughts ari kumba kwake ikoko but haakutombopota achimboti but mupesi inini ndakanzina problem naye, vabereki ndivo vakaita problem nemupesi wangu, you know what I mean. Kochona kwakamuendesa pamwe zvinhu zvachona zvaita zvachifaya panguva iyoyo but asvichafaye, then what, you know what I mean. Zvinoitika. So I guess, you know, Roora, let's go back to, you know, the foundations. Roora acho ndakatanga sei. Izvimwe zvatakuda of course tinoita zvinhu zvekuda kujustify isusu zvatiri kuda, you know, naturally tinongozviita izvozvo, you know what I mean. Ukanzwa kana iwo mari ichirema unongoti kuti aiwa riri kudhura, anenge ane mari anongoti aiwa nochichapo zvekuti, you know what I mean. Kana kuti vari kuda mari vacho anongoti aiwa Roora ngaridhure. Andiona but zvatinoita ndekuti dzimwe dzenguva sevarume inini ndiri mukwasha at the same time ndiri tezvara. So iwewo zvauri kuda kuitira umwe mukwasha ari kukuroorera iwewe ndo zvawakaitira here madzitezvara ako. Because you know those are some of the things to then consider. I think tikadaro we might cut that toxic cycle. It's like when we talk about vanamwene nevaroora, Rachel. At one point in time uri muroora, at one point in time uchanga uri vamwene. So obviously ukangoitira uyo vamwene wako zvaunoda kuti iwewe muroora wako azokuitira po, iwe ukaitirawo muroora wako zvaunozodawo kuti zvawaida kuitirawo kuti vamwene wako, you know, it then sort of like zvinotibatsira kuti tiite izvozvo. So let's go back to the foundations ekuti roora racho rimbori chii, zvakatangira papi. then I think when we do that zvinogona kutibatsira. Zvimwe zvizhinji zvataakuita zvinhu zvataakutsvaga tega zvichida kusuta masituations edu, but I don't think kuti zvimwe zvese zvekuti mwana wako ane PhD, mwana wako ndi-accountant zvinopinda parora, hazvina chekuita nerora. Tiri kusanganisa zvinhu, you know what I mean? I think ndo pane problem yatiri kuface ipapo.
All right, well, thank you so much for your contributions. Definitely appreciate it. Aninziva Anzwa, you take your piece of cake and you can eat it. It's up to you at the end of the day. My name is Rachel Mwenyeheli, joining me right here. Sir Bruta coming through. If people want to follow you on social media, Sir Bruta?
So it's say_Bruta_ on Instagram. Then it's Bruce Chimbunde on Facebook.
All right, and you can also get to follow me at Miss Rach Zim, MISSRACHZIM, and the big one at Power FM Zimbabwe. You can always get to check this one out also on our Facebook page. That is on our Facebook page at Power FM Zimbabwe. Good afternoon to you. We are Power FM with the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation. Do check your time with mine. It is exactly 12 o'clock. Time for us to cross over to the news desk.
The noon headlines, I'm Mandipam Cheche. President Emmerson Mnangagwa in Livingstone, Zambia, for the Kavango Zambezi Transfrontier Conservation Area Heads of State Summit being held today. Wheat farmers given a timely boost after government paid the outstanding $10 million United States dollars for wheat delivered to the Grain Marketing Board. Harare businessman Neville Muchangwa and his two co-accused granted $1,000 bail pending trial on charges of illegal foreign currency dealings. In the arts, the late legendary musician and national hero Oliver Mtukudzi to be honoured at the 25th edition of the Joy of Jazz Festival in Johannesburg, South Africa in September. In regional and international news, South Africa